I don't even know exactly why I came or why you knew I would. I feel guilty for being here. Maybe I should just go. Right?
You'll do what you have to do.
Abigail, ever since... I've always been religious, and I've looked to God for answers, but ever since I abandoned my calling, I can't look to God. I have to look to you instead.
That makes you feel guilty.
You changed my life when you gave me hope for a life outside the convent. I was resigned to being a nun and living alone. But when you told me that my dreams would come true, how could I hide myself away?
You can walk out of here if you like, but it won't change your destiny.
My world is falling apart. Duke and I could go to prison. We'd never be together.
I have no control over the twists and turns your life will take.
Do you know the future for me and Duke?
Are you prepared for the answer?
I don't know.
It's your choice.
I did come here. Something drove me. I guess I do. Yes,
Then
tell me.
Give me the candlestick. You brought the candlestick.
How did you know?
I must hold it.
I don't even know why I brought it. I was unpacking and
You had to bring it.
Who sent it to me? Why did they send it? If I had...
What?
Nothing.
The way you look at it, as if it's evil in itself.
If I hadn't seen this, I never would have remembered what happened to me that night 4 years ago.
But you did see it. And you have remembered you can't run from your knowledge. So now, give it to me.
Why do you have to hold it?
Because this object that triggered your memories into the deep buried secrets of your past also holds the answers to your future. And if you're ready to hear those answers, I'm ready to give them to you. But I must hold the candlestick in my hand.
Excuse me, ma'am. The other side.
No! Let's go. What are you doing? Give me my purse. Stop. Give me my purse. What is this? My credit cards, everything.
You better keep quiet, okay?
Give me that purse.
It was just a joke.
You
can tell that to the police when they get here.
Give me my purse.
Shut up, man. This is police chief. Get back here.
Give me that purse.
Well,
Give me that.
what do you know? Huh?
Oh.
Maybe, I can beat this rap if I'm nice?
No, I don't think so. Too late for that.
Oh, come on, Chief. Everybody deserves a second chance when they're caught in the act. Even police chiefs.
Ow! All right, lady, I want you to stay around and speak to the police.
Okay.
Say, isn't there something
I just going on.
A couple of purse snatches, Buzz.
Can I go now?
No, I want you to talk to the police.
Anything I can do?
Yeah, well, you can help.
You look as if you have your hands full. What is this, your idea of a day in the park? You know what you've done with punks like you?
Buzz?
I got it.
Oh. Oh. Come on, let's go, man. You want to do nothing.
If I break your arm, I can set it.
Okay, all right.
Fort Charles Police Department, this is Officer Jim Harper. How can I help you?
Yeah, I want to report a purse snatching.
Who is this?
Officer, one of the muggers is being held at Chelsea Park. The other one ran off. Look, I can't stay on the phone very long. I don't have any more money.
All right, this might sound awfully strange, but your voice sounds very familiar. Am I wrong?
Our concerned citizen. Dr. Stryker has got one of the muggers. He'll wait here until the patrol car gets here.
Okay.
Abigail, what should I do? Can you hear have to know what to do at the hearing. You said that if I gave you the candlestick, you'd be able to get to the secrets that it holds. Abigail, please, I don't have much time. What do I do? Do I confess? Or do I plead self-defense? Or does it matter? Is that what you're picking up? Will Duke and I go to prison no matter what I do? Abigail, is there a future for me? And Duke, at least please just tell me that. Please, Abigail, just tell me something. What? Are you getting... All right, I'll be quiet. I don't understand, Abigail. What are you saying? Is this... What?
What are you doing here? Get out of here.
No, please, Duke. No, this is none of your business.
That's where you're wrong. It is my business. We are bound. I made a promise to Angus I'd take care of you.
Duke, I absolve you from that, please.
No, you can't absolve me from if either of us are hurting the other.
I'm not trying to hurt you, Duke.
No, you are hurting yourself.
No, I am just trying to search my conscience. I'm just trying to get answers wherever I can get them.
There are no answers here. Look at this woman. Your lawyers have the answers. They have your best interest at heart. Come on.
No, they're just doing a job. They follow earthly laws. They don't care about God's laws, and they can't help me.
Oh, and what does this foolish old woman have? Some special pipeline to God or something? Come on, get out of here.
Duke, she has special powers. She's already proven it. Now, I don't know how or why she does it, but... Duke, I was driven to her, and I can't explain it, but it doesn't make it any less valid to me.
Would you listen to her?
I am. If you just please leave us alone.
This woman is a joke. Can't you see that? Get out of here.
No.
Don't you hear what she's saying?
No, she knows things.
Camellia, it is nonsense. All she does is upset you. Can you understand? Aren't you upset enough?
No, please. I have to stay. I have to get... Abigail. Abigail, tell him. Abigail, please, tell him about your powers. If he'll believe us, and then he'll go away. Please, say something.
I can't.
Abigail.
I'm just a foolish old woman, Camellia.
If you listen to her, she's a fraud.
What? No. No, Abigail. Abigail, you helped me. You told me who I was.
Oh, it's true. But I was a midwife at your birth. I did not take any mystical powers. I'm telling you the truth, Camellia.
Come
No,
on.
you're lying.
Get out of
You're lying,
here.
Abigail, why are you doing this?
You should do what Duke says, Camellia. Goodbye. Goodbye, Camellia.
Come on.
What happened to you today? You are more upset than this morning.
I don't want to talk about it.
Can I help?
Please, I know how to solve this problem. I know exactly what to do if I just stop listening to this. Where's the letter, Philomena?
All right. It's here. Hello? Oh, yes. It's Buzz.
How about...
Hi. Mission accomplished. The police came for the kids. How you doing?
Oh, good. I'm fine. Thank you very much for your help.
I've got a picnic lunch wasting away in my car. I'll come over and we can polish it off.
I'm not hungry, really.
Yeah. I hope what happened in the park hasn't made you more determined to resign.
I don't want you to be concerned, Buzz. I'm all right. Listen, I've got a couple of things I've got to do. I'll call you later, okay?
Anna, you must not mail that letter today. Wait and see what the judge in Canada decides to do about Duke.
Oh. What is it going to take for you to realize that it is over with Duke? My only consideration is Robin.
Oh, and you and Robin are my only consideration. Oh, Anna, it breaks my heart. How can you take Duke out of your life? He was everything for you.
Yeah, love is all. I know all about that.
Yes.
It is up to a point. And then it just turns bitter, and I can't take that anymore.
But maybe in time...
No maybes. It just gets worse. I mean, I went through something today that I never want to go through again in my whole life.
Robin loves Duke so much.
If I hope to walk away from this whole experience with a shred of self-respect, I just have to forget about the whole thing and start afresh. Don't you understand?
I know you feel you're being pushed and pulled against your will, but I, for one, won't put any more pressure on you.
What about Aunt Janet and my lawyers? They're always at me.
They don't mean to be hard on you. They're only doing what they think is best. You know, they're also trying to spare us from a possible prison sentence.
Duke, I only want to do what's best for us, too. But I have to do what feels right.
I understand that. I know you must follow your conscience. And if you want to testify at your hearing, then I will respect your decision.
Whatever I do, it's bound to affect what happens at your hearing.
Yes,
That doesn't upset you.
I told you. I intend to respect your decision. I won't try to tie your hands. I won't feel angry. I won't feel bitter. Regardless of what you do.
Thank you.
Did that old crone fill her head with more nonsense?
She could have. I didn't get there in time. By the time I got there, she was only talking gibberish.
How do we know Camellia won't go running back to her?
No, she won't. I feel now that she realizes she's been dealing with an old fool. It's perfectly clear she intends to make up her own mind. She's in a holding pattern.
Oh, thank God you found her.
It wasn't easy dragging her away from that old witch.
Camelia's her own worst enemy. Who knows what she's going to come up with next? More problems with Camellia?
No, not really. Actually, she's been very calm.
Not before the storm, we hope.
Is there any indication that she's changed her mind about testifying?
No.
I still have time to talk to her?
Well, I'd rather you didn't, actually. I don't think you should put any more pressure on her. She understands the implications of her decision.
Was Tom, by the way, on the phone?
Again?
Yes, he was worried about Camellia. He called from a phone booth in Manhattan. He left me this number just in case anybody wanted to reach him.
He didn't make a special trip to New York in case we should send out an SOS.
I don't know. It all sounds pretty strange to me. He told me he didn't want me to give this number to anyone. Not to his family, not to anybody that works in the hospital.
Go ahead. You may as well just tie my hands. Get it done with.
It's not my doing.
More coffee, Jake?
No, thank you. Duke, if Camellia takes that stand, she is putting her own head on the chopping block.
Oh, Jake, do you think I don't know that?
However, she stands a chance if you can convince her to keep quiet and allow Mr. Kincaid to convince the judge to drop all charges due to lack of evidence.
It's her decision. It's not mine.
It's her death wish.
There's nothing I can do about it, Jake. It is Camelia's decision. It's not yours. It's not mine, and I cannot pressurize her.
Duke, we are not talking about a parking violation here. Talk to him.
I agree. So much depends on who the presiding judge is.
If Camellia takes that witness stand, the prosecuting attorney is going to have a field day. And both of you may very well go to jail.
There's not a damn thing that I can do.
There must be.
There isn't.
All right, then, damn it, I will.
What is that?
That is the newspaper expose, the one that blew the lid off this story. It contains the interview of Dr. Champlain, the man who took care of her at the sanatorium.
Well, it's old news.
Yes, it is, but I'll tell you what isn't old news. If Camellia insists on going through with this suicide mission, I'm going to put Dr. Champlain on the witness stand. And I'm going to ask him, or rather Mr. Kincaid is going to ask him to testify that Camellia is not mentally capable of standing trial.
Jay, you could not do that. She would be destroyed.
I may have to, Duke, in order to save her.
All right. All right. I'll talk to her again.
You are hereby charged with murdering a fellow human being. You have taken a life. You have broken God's commandment as well as man's. How safe.
Your Honor.
Your Honor.
How do you plead?
Wait.
It wasn't her fault.
It's self-defense. Who can see the future?
She didn't do it.
She did. She's guilty. She should pay. She's innocent.
She had to testify. Don't take the stand. They'll run you over the nose. Don't take the stand. Don't testify. Don't testify.
Duke, help me, please. Oh, God, help me, please, Duke. Oh, forgive me.
Camellia.
Oh, my God, I've heartily offended thee.
Camellia.
Mother of God, please, Father, forgive me.
Shh, Camellia, you've had a dream. It was just a dream.
Duke.
You had a bad dream. Everything's all right.
Oh,
Were you thinking about your visit to Abigail?
yes.
And you're worried about the trial?
I don't know what to do. Please tell me what to do, Duke.
I can't tell you what to do.
Whatever you want.
It's your decision.
No, I only want what's best.
Everything you do, no matter what you do, it's okay.
Really?
Really?
I don't care what happens to me, Duke.
Of course you do.
No.
That, yes.
No. But you did nothing wrong. You only tried to protect me.
I chose to do what I did. My decision had nothing to do with you.
No, I can't let you go to prison because of me.
Really? She's had a nightmare. She's very upset.
I'm going to talk to her.
No, not yet. Give her time to pull herself together.
All right, but we haven't got much time.
For what? To call in Dr. Champlain?
Yes, if we have to.
Do you know what that's going to do to her?
Yes, it'll save her life.
What kind of a life? She's pretty close to the edge now. If Champlain should testify, she'll go right over.
What choice do we have, Duke? If she testifies, she's going to throw both your lives away. I have no choice. Suppose I call Dr. Champlain, explain the situation to him. Maybe he could talk to her.
He might be able to reach her. It's worth a try. What do you think?
It might do it.
Let's go make a call.
Be calm. Honey, it was just a nightmare, darling. It's all.
Hi, Sean.
Hey, how's my girl?
How is she?
Oh.
Is she all right?
Yeah, she's going to be fine.
Yeah? Good. And Frisco, I heard about the helicopter thing.
Oh, he's going to be fine, too. Still in the WSB case, doing an excellent job.
Good.
How about you? A lot has gone on since I've been away.
I'm all right.
You sure?
Yes.
Then why'd you cancel the wedding?
Please, I don't want to talk about it.
I think you'd better tell me about it, huh? Yeah.
Sean, I couldn't marry a man who continued to betray me.
Please, let's talk.
We didn't have enough trust to build a relationship, and it can't be built on lies.
There are extenuating circumstances, you know.
You can't trust someone that lies to you all the time or keeps secrets from you.
What secrets?
The very secret he wouldn't tell me about has now been exposed publicly by the press, and I can't
You
live
found out about Lorleone.
You knew about that.
Yeah.
And you didn't tell me about it.
I couldn't.
Do you realize the
And I
implications?
gave
This
my
has nearly
word.
destroyed my life. No, Mike,
Please,
destroyed my credibility here in the department, my credibility as a citizen of Port Charles.
Please, let's take this someplace else. Nurse, if I'm needed, I'll be in the lobby, all right?
Okay.
Thank you very much. I'll be back. I think you should hold on quick.
General Hospital main desk. Oh, just one moment. Bobby.
Oh, thanks.
Hello.
Hi.
Jake, hi. I just a second hung up the phone. I was trying to call you and the line was busy.
I was on the phone with Dr. Champlain. He's the doctor who's taking care of Camellia at the sanatorium. He's agreed to meet with her now.
Oh, that's good.
How's it going in Port Charles?
Well, Lucy's coming in to see Dr. Collins today.
A regular checkup?
She's going to get a lot more than a checkup. With Tony believing every word she said the other day, I didn't really have a chance to lay down the law to Miss Coe, but I intend to do that today.
You take it easy.
Don't worry.
Don't you push that girl. She's holding all the cards.
Well, maybe she does, but you've got your rights. It's your baby, too. Anything new on the hearing?
No, I have nothing positive to report. Maybe I'll have something later. I've got to go. I love you. Bye. How's Camellia?
Much calmer.
I was just talking to Dr. Champlain.
He's meeting with Jake and me in my office.
Dr. Champlain? Why bring all that up?
To get through to Camellia, my dear.
And I only hope he agrees.
Do you think that's wise?
Considering our other choices, yes. We have to leave. Jake, I'm only trying to lessen the risks, student.
I know that.
I don't want to hurt Camellia, and I don't want to hurt you. What I really want to do is give you two some hope for the future.
Thank you.
Duke, what was Jake talking about our future? What does he mean?
Oh, he was just saying everything's going to work out for the best.
Really? Do you think so?
Do I have my stiff upper lip and face? Yes, for now I do.
Well, that's all anyone could expect for the moment.
Is it?
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
you know I've resigned.
Why?
Because
Why in the
I
hell
had
did you
to
do a dumb
that,
thing
Sean.
like that
I had
for?
no choice.
What do you mean you had no choice? You know, this thing with Duke could have blown over like it did before.
I blame myself for what happened with Duke.
Why?
You want to know why?
Yeah.
Because it's true. Because it was my job to investigate Angus's death, and I let my feelings carry me away.
Oh, great. Oh, gosh. Oh, boy. You proved yourself to him, and now is that so terrible?
No. But I thought out, Sean. Deep down, you know, I felt that I should be investigating Angus's death, and I didn't do anything about it.
Look, Anna, no one is going to blame you for being loyal.
I could say the same about you.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I thought you were my friend.
I am your friend, and don't you ever forget that. And I will do everything in my power right now to save you any anguish that you're going to go through.
But you knew about that,
Well, look, like Duke, all I wanted to do was protect you.
But you didn't tell me. You should have told me.
Oh, come on, what do you want me to do? A friend of mine comes to me and says he's committed a crime. I'm going to turn him over to the authorities. I am not about to play God.
You could have convinced him to come to me with the
He
truth.
was already convinced of that.
Dr. Stein, Dr.
Yes,
Stein,
but he made a promise. I know he was going to tell you the truth more than once. And that can still happen. After this hearing is over, he'll come back, and you two will pick up where you left
over,
off.
Sean. I've handed in my resignation.
Then
and it's over.
recall this resignation of yours.
No.
Yeah, you surprise me. You and I have been friends a long, long time. Even in the old days in the WSB when we were dodging bullets, you never gave up. I mean it. You know why I like you a lot? Because you're not a quitter, and you're not a
manipulate me,
No, look at me. You have a brilliant career going here. And maybe you made one little mistake in this Duke business, but no one can accuse you of a cover-up.
There wasn't one.
Right, there wasn't one, so stand up, shout it out, take the heat, but don't hide behind some stupid letter of resignation. Please, just do that for me, will you?
Mr. Donnelly, Dr.
Yes.
Engstrom's awake now.
Oh, thank you very much, Nurse. Why don't you come in with me?
No, I don't want to.
Hey, look, I am not finished manipulating you.
Yes, you have. I've got to go to the office.
I hope that means I've talked some sense into you.
Run along, why don't you, dear?
Dear. Thank you, dear. That's what I need, dear.
Dr. Leslie, Allison Gurley, contact the lab. Dr. Leslie, Allison.
Darling, I want to talk to you.
Where's Duke?
He went out for some fresh air. Camellia, there are only a few hours before the hearing. Jake and Alex are meeting with Dr. Champlain, and then they're coming over here to talk to you.
What?
I wanted you to be prepared.
Dr. Champlain?
My dear, I know why you call that newspaper man.
Janet,
Look, darling, you never imagined it would come to this, but it has. I don't want you to continue making mistakes because you haven't thought things out. You know, whatever you say today, will decide your future and Duke's future.
Please, I have to get dressed.
Oh, but darling, I know how long you've loved him. And it would be very easy, under the circumstances, to take his kindness and his protectiveness for much more. My dear, he's only keeping his promise to Angus. Duke loves Anna. He always will.
Please.
If you have any love for that man, Camellia, you'll search your heart and your soul, and you'll find a way to help him in court. Before it's too late.
Hey, Chief.
Hi. Have you seen the commissioner?
Yeah, just now.
Did he mention anything about getting a letter?
No?
Good. I would like you to get all the available staff and officers in here for a meeting at 12:30, please.
Huh. Anna, I know you've been under a lot of pressure to resign. Does this mean that you're going to stick it out?
I have a very important announcement to make, and you will hear it along with everyone else.
Okay. Let me get Frisco Jones here?
No, he's not available. He's working on the WSB case for Sean Donnelly.
Jake called. He'll be coming by with Dr. Champlain later.
Duke, sit down for a moment. Glad we have a little time alone to talk.
Are you all right?
Yes. Darling, I know how difficult this has been for you. You're keeping a promise to your father. But Duke, think about your own life. I raised Camellia and I love her. I love her dearly. But think of the harm she's done.
Janet.
No, I have to say this. Duke, Camelia's feelings, they haven't changed.
I know that. Well, what can I do about that?
I don't know, maybe Dr. Champlain can get through to her. Make her realize that Anna comes first with you. She'll always come first. Well, no matter what the court decides, you'll be able to endure it so long as you know that eventually you'll get back to Anna.
Anna's left me, Janet.
I don't believe it.
It's true.
Oh, phone her. Tell her how much you care.
No, I wouldn't.
Please. Please.
Police department, please. Chief Devane, thank you.
What's the matter?
She's in a meeting.
Oh, why didn't you leave word?
Anna's having enough problems with credibility. The last thing she needs is a message lying around with my name on
it. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming here today. As you know, this has been a really difficult week. Not only have we had criticism from the press, but I'm afraid from the public as well.
Oh, excuse me. This is a private meeting.
No. Sean, stay. It's because of something you said earlier that we're having this meeting. Sean accused me of being a coward. And in a way, he was right. A paragraph to my commissioner is no way to end my service and friendships that mean so much to me. However, I must end this association.
Chief, come on, none of us believe that garbage.
No, I know. Just let me finish this. There was no cover-up. But that doesn't really matter now. What matters is my present ineffectiveness to run this department. Now, without the support of our fellow citizens, I would be doing myself and the entire force an injustice by staying. Port Charles Police Department is the best. And with the right chief and effective leadership, you'll remain the best. Captain Lewis. I know. I wish you the very best. Thank you, sir. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Goodbye.
Here we are. Camellia, you have to have something.
No, thank you. I'm not hungry.
Duke,
No. Possibly later.
you hardly had any breakfast. What is this, a hunger strike?
Well, all right, maybe I'll have half a sandwich.
Good.
Janet, your front door was unlocked.
Oh, quite all right.
You remember Dr. Champlain, don't you?
Of course. How are you, Doctor?
Very well, thank you.
Doctor?
Duke and Camellia, my dear, I do hope you remember the long walks we used to take. Nobody could keep up with me.
Oh, I couldn't even keep up with you.
We knew every trail within hiking distance of Maple Leaf. I was wondering, do you think we might have another of our private talks now?
Would you like us to leave?
No. No, we can go into the kitchen.
Perhaps the doctor would like some lunch.
I never say no to food. Oh, and would you hold on to this for me, please? With a little luck, we'll need it later.
What do you think?
He certainly has a rapport with her, doesn't he?
Looks that way.
At our meeting, Dr. Champlain discussed the night of the murder, what Camellia remembered.
He said she only talked about it once, the night she was admitted.
And then her mind blocked it out.
Do you think he'll be able to convince the judge that she acted in self-defense?
With what he has in here, he will.
What are you talking about?
Dr. Champlain holds the trump card. The trick will be getting Camellia to agree to let him use it in court.
You might have muffled. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do. Well, let's have more things, lady.
I'm a woman. I'm allowed to. I can have lots of things.
No, here. Let's do this. Yes.
Hi, Cap. John?
Hello.
Chief. Excuse me. Oh, listen, can I help you with that?
Oh, I'm all right. We're nearly done, actually. Just got out.
I sure wish you weren't leaving.
I found that stapler. Remember I asked you about it? I found it, and, well, you know, it's probably the department, so I want to leave it here.
Sure.
I don't have to have a receipt for it, I hope. Joke. Bad taste. Sorry.
So, what are you going to do from here?
Oh, I don't know, really. A bit soon to think about that.
Yeah.
Well, knowing you, that'll last about a weekend, I suppose.
Maybe. A bit of a rest.
Yeah. And then you're gonna be looking for something to do.
Oh, I don't know. A bit too soon to think about all that now. Excuse me.
Excuse me. Sorry. Look, I don't want to hang you up here. I just wanted to come by and let you know that I'm gonna miss you.
Thank you.
I mean, we didn't always see eye to eye.
No, one or two times.
You were fair, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
You weren't the easiest person to work for, Hannah, but I want you to know something. I think you were the best. You were the best boss. You were the best chief I ever knew.
Thank you. I really treasure that.
Sounded like a eulogy.
He's very sincere, Sean.
I don't doubt his sincerity. I just doubt his timing. And until I hear to the contrary, I'm still going to believe that you're alive.
I am. I'm just not here anymore.
Hey.
You know how much I care about you. Hmm?
Yes.
Always have. You're smart. You're real. Gutsy. Damn pretty. It's a tough combination to come by.
No more compliments, all right? Because they're having the reverse effect on me today.
But you have made the biggest mistake of your life, and I would give every red cent I've ever earned to help you undo it.
You can't.
Can you? Undo it, that is.
No.
Great. Check this out, the car.
This too?
The departments.
Yeah.
Anyone, anything?
No, thank you, dear. Amy. Nice day?
Wouldn't surprise me if it turned to rain.
Think so.
Well, Aunt Janet, Dr. Champlain ate 2 of your sandwiches.
Oh, that's nice, dear. Perhaps the doctor would like a cup of tea.
Well, thanks, but I must be getting back.
You come to a decision.
Yes, I have.
What have you decided?
You've all been so good to me. Aunt Janet, Dr. Champlain.
Tell us, Camellia.
I never want you to be disappointed in me.
We won't be, if you're true to yourself.
That's exactly what I intend to be.
Lamina, please, don't start.
I can't help it. I just can't believe happened.
Well, it has, and it's over and done with. And the sooner you accept it, the sooner we can all get on with our lives.
Yeah, but to resign as chief of the police, you...
I had no choice. Isn't it time we went to pick up Robin?
Yes, I go get my purse.
Philomena.
Yes?
Just, like, cheer up, maybe, because, you know, it's hard for Robin, and she's upset, and we've got to be strong for her.
All right.
Might not be another reporter. Oh. Hello.
Hi.
I thought you were a reporter.
Haven't you had enough?
Yes, I certainly have. Perhaps one or two will come by for a post-mortem.
You made the headlines again.
Oh, wonderful.
I came by to see if it was a big mistake.
You know what they say. Press never lies.
I'm sorry to have this happen after losing Duke.
That's just for starters. They will, just as soon as you're yesterday's news. If we go to trial, they'll be hounding us for days. There he is, the toughest prosecutor in Canada. How did we get so lucky? Well, this is a high-profile case. Every prosecutor in Canada was lined up for a shot at us. I'm worried. I'm worried, too. If only we could have convinced Camellia not to testify. We certainly don't need her testimony.
They're determined to have their day in court. Wild horses wouldn't keep them from the witness stand.
Just hope it doesn't backfire.
Hello, Janet. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
And poor Camellia and Duke, how are they?
Oh, they're glad to be getting this over with.
Can imagine. What's their line of defense? Is Camellia, Camellia is going to be charged with murder, don't you think? And also, the paper have said that Duke may be held as an accessory in 2 murders. Is that true?
I really wouldn't know what the newspapers are saying.
Oh, what is Camellia's state of mind?
Well, she's concerned, of course, but taking it in stride.
Well, I mean, is she all there?
I beg your pardon.
Well, the word is that she has had another relapse,
Camellia, I'm going to ask you one final time. Do you still insist on giving evidence in this hearing?
Yes.
But don't do it to save yourself. It's really not necessary.
The prosecutor doesn't have nearly enough evidence to take you and Duke to trial. If we stop playing right into his hands, he doesn't stand a chance of winning this hearing.
That's not the point.
The point is to keep you and Camellia free.
No, it's more than that. Camellia wants to bring everything out in the open. Perhaps the lies and the half-baked truths have gone on for too long, and I won't let her go through this on her own.
I want to clear the slate. Can't you see it's the only way I can rid myself of this nightmare?
You think the witness stand is a soapbox? They're going to march right up there and tell their story for all the world to see.
The prosecutor's not going to let them get a word out about their defense.
He's a shark. He's going to tear Duke and Camellia to ribbons.
Yes, he will. At least we have our ace in the hole.
Dr. Champlain.
Yeah. Don't call Champlain unless you see it's absolutely hopeless. What he has to offer may save Camellia legally, but it will destroy her emotionally.
Yeah, I understand. It is comforting, though, to know we've got a little something extra up our sleeve for the prosecutor. Can't be too prepared in court.
Yeah.
All rise. Order in the court. His Honor Judge Clayton Dernier presides. You may be seated.
May I remind both sides, this is a hearing. Our purpose this afternoon is to determine whether or not there is sufficient evidence to hold the defendants over for a trial. The prosecution may present its case.
Thank you, Your Honor. If it please the court,
The prosecution contends there is ample evidence to try both Camellia Mackay and Duke Lavery. The crime we are addressing today, which involves both defendants to varying degrees, is the most serious of all, murder. There is no question the act was committed. There's no question who committed it. There's no question that it was deliberately covered up. All that's left of the court is to see that justice is served and the guilty punished to the extent of the law.
This court, please.
Oh, well. Don't mind telling you that I'm pretty scared for the future.
You're not thinking about leaving Port Charles?
Yeah, it's a possibility.
No.
What's left for us here? I mean, even if I had reasonable job prospects, I've got Robin to think of. Oh, I've made such a mess of her life.
What happened wasn't your fault.
Yeah, but I should have prevented it. You know? I'm determined to make it up to her. She must be feeling so insecure.
You know, whatever you decide or wherever you go, if you and Robin ever need anything,
I won't forget about you.
I'll always be here for you. I just wish I could say the same thing about Duke.
Your Honor, the prosecution grants its case is something less than airtight. However, the facts surrounding this bizarre event and its equally curious aftermath demand a full accounting before a jury empowered to convict the guilty. I'm confident this hearing will support that contention, and the defendants will be remanded for trial. Thank you, Your Honor.
Does the defense wish to make an opening statement?
Simply that we wholeheartedly agree with the prosecution, Your Honor. There is no case against the defendants. And to prove it, they're prepared to take a stand.
You are aware, Mr. Kincaid, your clients do not have to testify.
Yes, Your Honor, but they insist on speaking in their own defense.
You may call your first witness.
The defense would like to call Miss Camellia Mackay to the stand, please.
Place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand. You do solemnly swear that the testimony you will give before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
State your name.
Camellia Mackay.
Camellia, I appreciate how painful this is for you. And on behalf of the court, I'd like to thank you for putting yourself through this in order to establish the truth. 4 years ago, Evan Jerome was killed. Could you please tell the court exactly what happened that night?
There was a ball that evening. I had danced some with Duke and some with Evan. After a while, I just grew tired and I went up to my room to rest. Evan followed me up to my room. Before I could stop him, he broke into my room, and I demanded to know what he was doing there. He said that he wanted me. I refused. But he said that he'd have me one way or the other. And he attacked me. He threw me down on the bed, and then we struggled. And he hit me several times. I tried screaming, but I tried to fight back. He was too strong for me. And Evan tried to rape me.
And then what happened?
I didn't know what to do. I tried pushing him away from me, but he came back at me. And so I just lashed out at him, and the only thing I could find was a candlestick, and I hit him as hard as I could. I didn't mean to kill him. I just wanted him to get away from me. Oh, God, I would do anything to have Evan alive today. I killed a man. I'll never forget it.
No more questions at this time.
Miss Mackay, are you all right? Would you like a short recess?
No, please. I'd like to get this over with.
Your witness. A very impressive performance, Miss Mackay. Both here on the stand and at your father's house 4 years ago.
What do you mean?
You mentioned there was a ball that night Evan Jerome was murdered.
Yes.
And you said you danced with Mr. Jerome.
Yes.
How many times? Did you spend the entire evening in your victim's arms, Miss Mackay?
No.
But you did dance with him more than once.
Yes.
Did Evan force his attentions on you?
Not downstairs, no.
On the contrary, you actively encouraged him, didn't you?
No. No.
You flirted with Evan Jerome all evening. You did everything in your power to seduce him, didn't you?
It was...
And the poor man snapped at your bait, never realizing how much your charms would be fatal.
It was just a game.
A deadly game, Miss Mackay.
But I didn't mean it to end that way.
Well, then how did you mean it to end? Surely you didn't want your family to know that you had slept with a man who was the rival of their deadly
I didn't sleep with him.
You knew you couldn't let Jerome breathe a word of your one-night stand, didn't you? So you silenced him.
No!
Can't you do something to stop trying?
Your Honor, we strongly object to this demeaning line of questioning.
Your Honor, I have no more questions for Miss Mackay. I think her testimony speaks for itself. I think her testimony speaks for itself.
Well, the hell with the people. You're the best police chief this town has ever had.
Come on, Frisco. I was certainly the least appreciated. Do you know, I was a public official, and I had to answer to the people of Port Charles, and I got some of the questions wrong.
Well, how are you supposed to trust the judgment of idiots?
I lost their trust, totally. Without that, I couldn't do my job.
Have you heard how Duke's case is going?
No. I don't care to hear either.
Aren't you the least bit curious?
No, I'm not. I don't care. I see. Hi. What's the matter? You've been crying. What is it?
Just a little.
What is it, darling?
It's just that all my friends are so mean to me. Even my best friends. I don't know what to do, Mommy. They say such awful things about you and Uncle Duke.
Oh. This is why I don't care what's going on in Lorleans.
So help you God.
I do.
State your name.
Duke Lavery.
Duke, you and your father discovered Camellia after her near rape, didn't you?
Yes.
How did you happen to come to her room?
We heard her screams.
Well, would you tell the court what you found when you got there?
Evan was dead. Camellia, she was in shock. She looked half dead. She was badly bruised, and her clothes were torn.
Did she say anything to you and your father?
She said Evan had tried to rape her.
Did she admit killing him?
No.
Oh.
She said she had hit him with a candlestick. At that point, I don't think she knew Evan was dead.
Well, tell me, whose decision was it to conceal his death?
My father suggested it, and I went along with him.
Why?
He said Camellia would be killed when Evan's family found out what she'd done. And others would die, too.
Others?
In a mob war. But that wasn't the only reason I went along with my father. I was worried about Camellia.
Worried? How?
As I said, at the time she was in shock. My father felt that a police interrogation would be more than she could bear. You have to understand, Camellia was always a very sensitive and highly strung child. If she'd been interrogated by the police, it would have pushed her over the edge, possibly forever. And we didn't want that to happen.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Your witness.
Mr. Lavery, you didn't actually witness the alleged attack, did you?
What do you mean?
I mean, what you were led to believe was an attempted rape. Did you or did you not see it?
Well, no, of course I didn't see it happen.
Then, for all you know, it could have happened the other way around, couldn't it? Miss Mackay could have attacked Evan.
Hardly.
This court isn't interested in hearsay, Mr. Lavery. We're charged with determining facts. And the fact is, you haven't the slightest idea what happened in Miss Mackay's bedroom on the night Evan Jerome was murdered, have you?
I believe Camellia.
Answer the question.
I couldn't say exactly what went on.
Then, for all we know, Miss Mackay could have set Evan up, couldn't she?
Your Honor, once again, I must object to this line of questioning.
I withdraw the question, Your Honor.
You may proceed, but let us leave supposition to the detectives, shall we? And as you have just been reminding the defendant, we are charged with determining facts.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Lavery, you admitted that you did not know what went on in Miss Mackay's bedroom at the time in question. Did you happen to notice her with Evan earlier in the evening?
Yes.
Will you describe to this court how your sister behaved toward Evan at that time? Say, for example, when they were dancing together, was she frowning and obviously ill at ease?
No. No, I wouldn't say that.
Let me repeat the question. How did Miss Mackay behave toward Evan on the dance floor?
She was behaving very seductively.
Seductively? You mean to tell this court Miss Mackay was trying to lure Evan into her bed? Your Honor, what are you to make of a woman who seduces an innocent man, then cries rape and kills him?
This court is now in recess.
Here we are, Rabori. A nice glass of milk and your favorite cookies. Enjoy them.
What do you say?
You are very welcome.
What say you that we go away together for a little while, just the two of us?
Well, what about school?
I'll speak to the principal, get you some time off. Then, when you get back, all your friends will have forgotten, and they won't be so mean to you. Hmm?
That might work. Can we really go?
Yeah. I invited you, didn't I? Go and get the atlas and we'll choose where we'll go.
How far away is Kathmandu?
Kathmandu? Turn left at the light. Hello?
I wanted to see how you and Robin were.
We're fine.
Have you got a minute to talk?
We've got nothing to talk about.
I hoped we might discuss the future.
We don't have a future. And whatever lies ahead for me is my business. And I hope that you and Camellia are cleared.
You know how little my freedom means to me, and I can't share it with you. Dan, I've got to get back into the unit.
Don't call me here again, all right?
Who was that on the phone?
No one important. Come on. Let's see about these travel plans. Kathmandu, you say?